Our speaker, Tim Rickey. He's been a Toastmaster and mentor for 17 years.
Wow.
In those years, he didn't realize where he learned the skills he possesses today. This evening, he will share a story about a man that taught Tim the principles of success. Those principles did not hit home until someone sent him a link that brought it all home. Those principles have provided him the skills to coach 2 fellow Toastmasters to the final round of Toastmasters International Speech Contests and build several businesses. Please help me welcome soon-to-be Distinguished Toastmaster, Timothy Michael Rickey, Amazon author of Journeys of the Entrepreneur, with his speech, I Didn't Know It Was Joe. Thank you. And it's too.
27 state championships in 52 tries. His name is Joe Newton, and he came to my high school, York Community High School, in 1960. Out of the Marine Corps. He was tough, but he was fair. But can you imagine going down state 52 times in cross country? Just doing that alone, but then winning 27 times. He is the most successful high school coach in any sport. He even coached in the 1988 Olympics, the first high school coach to ever do that. I didn't know this until 2010, when somebody sent me a link. They made a documentary on him. He always knew it takes a team to build a dream. It's never about an individual, even though most track events are individuals, except for a few that are team efforts. But he made the whole team work together. He always said, I want you, Mr. Rickey, to be my assistant at one of my classes during the day, because you have a homeroom, you're not doing anything anyway. You'll do that, won't you? Right? Yeah, coach, okay, I will. And so he put me into a leadership position. He said I could be a leader. I had no idea that, was that possible? I was 16 years old, I didn't know. It was about that time that Linda came to our high school. As soon as I saw her, I was smitten. And I wanted to talk to her, but I was just too shy, too withdrawn. As you can see, that's changed. And every time I started to approach her, I couldn't do it. And finally, one day, one of her girlfriends said, Tim, she wants to meet you. Well, my confidence rose, and I walked right up to her, and I said, and it came out almost exactly like that. And I just turned 7 shades of red and walked away. I could not talk to this girl. It was scary. But the following week, for a track meet that was to be held at New Trier High School, by the way, that's where Ann Margaret and Harrison Ford went to school. 4 of us were applying for certain slots, me in the 140-yard dash, and I was up against 3 others. 2 of us were going. We got down in the blocks. Get ready. Get set. And as soon as I looked up, there's Linda alongside the fence. I mean, my adrenaline went up just like that. Bang! The gun goes off. Down the track we went. There was nobody in front of me and nobody besides me. This is good. I finished. I turned around and started jogging back, and the coach yelled out, Rim Ticky. He gave us our own separate little names. What the hell was that? What do you mean, coach? He says, you just ran the 40-yard dash in 4.5 seconds. Well, isn't that good? Good. You just tied the state record. Wow. I had no idea. But you see what motivation, when it's right, I don't think I could ever do it again, but I did at that time. And of course I got to go to the meet. But you see, the reason for that ability to get into the sport, get involved in the sport, was I didn't know it was Joe. The name of the movie is called TheLongGreenLineMovie.com. It's on YouTube. Look at it. You'll see a grumpy old guy who really gets on your case. To this day, he's 87 years old. He is still coaching at my high school. That's amazing, but he loves what he does. I grew and grew and grew all those years with Joe. I can remember the first day I was brought in as his assistant And I was helping guys with the high jump. And there's two ways to do it. One is you go with your back. The other way you leap over with frontwards. And I'm trying to teach them how to be careful. Make sure you tuck your arms in. Make sure you roll so you don't hurt yourself. First guy jumps over, stands up, and he says, Coach Ricky, I think there's something wrong. He's holding his arm out. It's bent. Not here. Here. So don't panic, Ricky. don't toss your cookies when you look at this. So I took him and I put a towel across his arm and said, come on, Gordon, we'll take you to the nurse. And I was careful to take him up to the nurse. And the coach came in a little later and he said, see, I told you you could lead. You did exactly what you should have done. So that was a great moment for me. And through the years, I can't see the lights back there. Through the years, oh, there's nobody on lights? Okay.
Oh.
There is somebody on lights. I grew. I went from being a greaser to a white shoe. And anybody see Grease, the movie? How did Travolta come in? He came in wearing the leather jacket. Same thing for me. I swear they were following me around because when I left, sports made a difference. I went from C's and D's to Dean's List. See, I didn't know it was Joe. He taught me to believe in myself. I didn't know it was Joe. I didn't know it then, but today I realize all of these things that came into my life to give me the ability to build businesses and work with people and work within Toastmasters is, now I know it was Joe, Madam Toastmaster.